Hey, Sonder family. Wasn't that a beautiful rendition of that classic, beautiful song about kindness? I just love it. Love it. Love it. That was John Batiste, and he just brings so much magic to his music. Welcome to your November Coloring Social. I hope that you have come here ready to just give yourself a little me time. So it's very, very nice to see all the familiar names in the chat. Maybe we have some folks checking out a coloring social for the first time. If that's you, drop that me in the chat so that we can give you, us, the regulars can give you a big old welcome. And we would really hope that you'll make this part of your monthly practice. So we've got several, I see several folks joining us at a first time coloring social. I'm Jennifer Ogilvy. Let me introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Ogilvy. I am one of the facilitators at Silk and Sonder, and so honored to get to lead these events as we, just take these journals and journey through our lives with them. And it's so neat because we have this great community. That's what's so special. I see journals and planners, in the Instagram and the Facebook ads and stuff, and I'm thinking, yeah, but you don't have the Sonder community. There's just no comparison. So that's what makes it so special. Malika is on the call with me tonight. We get to do a lot of coloring socials together, and I'm always so grateful to get to catch up with her. So she'll be hanging out in the chat. We're both going to be coloring and working on our pages tonight. I love y'all. If you've been with me, you know that I love the mandala pages that we get. And I've actually made several copies because I think I keep it at my desk. It's a good just doodle through the month page. So I always throw my journal on that printer and make a few copies when I get these mandalas. I love them. You don't have to have your coloring page though. I did go into Sonder Club and post. This is not, you don't have to have a coloring page to come here, or if you've already done your page in your journal and you've got another coloring page. But I really like to frame this event out as just this appointment with yourself, a little me time, little quiet. We play lots of music. We share in the chat as we want. You don't have to participate. For some folks, this is Andrea's got to go get her journal. Yeah, you might want that if you're gonna color. But anyhow, it's just this. I always feel like this is almost a sacred space in the month for me, in my opinion. We sit and we maybe work on slow hobbies. Perhaps you're sewing or crocheting or painting, but you're leaning into your flow. Maybe you're going to sit and do a journal prompt with just having that music in the background. Or maybe this is the night you're working on some of your holiday to-dos and you're trying to plan on the best way to bring your holiday magic to your world. Anyway, whatever reason brought you here, I'm glad that you here. Yeah. Linda, I'm so glad. Thank you for sharing that. She said it's an emotionally difficult month and this social is a good time to just sit. Tell everybody I'm busy. Have a legit event to go to. So I'm coming to you from a rainy Dallas, Texas area. We haven't had rain in a long time. We've gotten a good little spurt, so we're very grateful today. I also am grateful that I didn't have to get out in it. And I said on my Monday morning social, I'm putting up my tree this week, and I did that. My husband and I got the tree set up and decorated because I just needed some joy. I'm trying to counter some of the stuff. So yeah, lots of rainy days. Wow, California and Tennessee and Texas. So it's probably the early. Are y'all? Who else has their tree up? Because it's like I posted in my Instagram. It's too early. Yes. Do I care? No, not this year. So anyhow, make sure your chat is set to everyone so that we can share. That's how we share with one another tonight. And if you're comfortable sharing in the chat what you're working or in the app, Sonder Club app, what you're working on. Maybe you can show us one of your works in progress if you've brought that to this time. And yes, you can have that up in your head, right? I love it. So I posted this in Sonder Club to invite everybody tonight. It always makes me laugh when I've started coloring to manage my stress and my anxiety. And I think this is a great reminder for all of us that we don't have to have a perfect looking page. It's about leaning into your practice of coloring or whatever you're finding your flow in this evening. But that one always cracks me up. They're the community guidelines that we present when we gather together because we do create safe spaces. And so just that reminder of, taking care of yourself and being kind to each other, but also self. And of course, we have this month's kindness theme. And I played What a Wonderful World by John Batiste because I just felt like he sings it in the kindest way. It's so beautiful. And so congratulations to you for being kind to yourself and just coming tonight. And so, anyhow, okay, so we're going to have a little opening activity. We're going to color and then we'll close. And these sessions are 45 minutes, just to let you know. But I will also share my Spotify playlist. So if you want to, we'll close out the Zoom and you want to keep coloring, no one's going to stop you from doing that. Now, really quickly, I haven't shared this in a while, but I've collected over the couple of years the pens and markers that y'all love to use in your journal. So if you are searching for something new, or maybe you're going to submit your Christmas list to a significant other or your holiday gift list, you might want to grab a screenshot or take a picture. I have two screens of pens and markers and two slides with our colored pencils. So I wanted to share that this evening in case you're looking for a new set of pens to be able to take on these pages. And there is the second page for the pens and markers, and I can go all the way back through these while you're actually working on your page. So if you don't catch it, no worries, I'll come back. And then I have two slides with our colored pencils, and this page supports all the waxed-based colored pencils, and you can read a little bit more about the differences and all of that. But some I slowly have built my color pencil collection because I like the way it looks so nice. And yeah, if you want to drop what you like in there, I can go back and add them in for the next time I share this. And then there's the colored pencils that come oil-based or also water soluble, also known as like watercolor pencils. So yeah, Prismacolor's my favorite. And then I actually, Artist Loft, I think is the Michaels brand of like when you buy the whole kit. And I have found their colors to be very pigmented. And I've actually started a page that I'm going to show you, but that's what I'm using on that page tonight. Yes, it is a Michaels brand. Thank you. I forget, Sharon, where I get everything. So I want to start this evening by just slowing down, taking some breaths, and then I want you to ask yourself, what do you need from this session? Rest, focus, joy. Where in your body or heart do you feel the need to slow down? And how can this act of coloring become a gift to yourself today? I'm going to put on a little bit of a mantra as you sit quietly and just consider these questions. You can share in the chat if you want, or you can jot the answers down in your journal, and then we'll get going with the rest of our coloring social.
Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. 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 Breathe it in, let let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in,
I am very proud of you for setting an intention for your practice tonight. Thank you for allowing this time to recenter as we dive into our pages. Or if you're doing something different, drop that in the chat and let us know what you'll be working on to find your flow this evening. Now, I do want to talk very quickly about mandalas because the world, it is just so symbolic when we work on a mandala. And I have some special homework for you tonight that I'm going to share at the very end. But Adrian, I love that you're just going to kind of get caught back up in your journal. That's a great, great idea to just sit quietly with that. Um, so again, mandalas kind of represent visually the universe or even our world, and there's all these different things that happen within the inside of a mandala. I loved the page this month. Like I said, I made lots of copies of it. And so one of the big things about working with mandalas, it is art therapy. A lot of therapists will throw mandalas into a practice because of the repetitive nature, of the soothing nature that you can find when you work on your page. I shared this the last time we had a mandala in our journal. And this person, I don't know who she is, part of Design on a Dime, but said that, when she lost her husband, she started coloring mandalas, and they are represented on this wall now. And it was part of her healing journey as she learned to navigate life in a different way. And I just thought it was so beautiful how she embraced her coloring there. And so just remember that it definitely is very therapeutic for you, coloring a mandala. So there's a really great example in real life of what that could look like. Again, it's a meditative aid. As you sit and color, you're going to notice that you kind of clear your mind. The act of coloring, the practice of coloring is almost like a yoga practice. It helps you clear your mind and you start focusing on your page and your coloring, and it sort of settles all the other things. And Christine had shared this. This is from about 3 months ago. And she says, does anybody else get good ideas or end up solving problems when they're coloring their mandala? And she shared that she was coloring and she realized she was thinking about one task that she had to do, but she kept hitting a roadblock. And then all of a sudden it came to her. Her brain found a workaround. And it was through this practice that she was able to do that. So always remember, someone just mentioned about, how do you calm that brain down? You do what I do and go make a ton of copies of the mandala and just have it and maybe sit for 10 minutes. And maybe that will help you achieve a deeper state of concentration. And then, here's our page. And then while you're coloring, I won't go through all of these, or talk about them, but I want you to notice there are different places that you can start your mandala, and there's some symbolic meaning. So I'll go through these while we begin, but you may decide to start with this very symbolic place in your mandala, maybe from the center, perhaps from the outside working in, and what that can mean for you. Or maybe you do the spiral or sectional start. You can see that was an example of how I did a sectional start, and it's actually what I'm working on tonight. That's great if you're looking for some balance or symmetry. And then a freeform start. You just kind of are all over the page and you're looking for a way to find creative flow. I'll let you read those while we go through them. There's some inspiration from the wonderful Sonder family. Maybe you've already completed your page and I was able to add it to our slide deck. A couple more, and that is the one on the right is actually the page that I happen to be working on right now. And so I'll be coloring this with you tonight, but I love, thank you for sharing, Gloria. So I just took a ruler and drew my wedges across, my pie pieces across. And I colored everything, each wedge completely light blue, light orange, light red. I'm getting ready to do green. And then I went back over those lines and did a heavier hand to kind of fill them in. And then, yeah, and symbolic, right? Maybe some stuff doesn't happen as a symbol. That's a good call out, Kimberly. I love that. And then there's the coloring page again. So I'm going to start putting on a lot of music. A lot of this music tonight is inspired by circles and our earth and things that we find in life that are round. And y'all just enjoy, take some deep breaths, and yeah, share, all the things in the chat tonight. Oh, my friends, I hope that you've had a just a time to find your flow, to find a little peace tonight. I'm gonna assign you some homework. I thought this would be kind of fun to really embrace um, kindness this month and this beautiful page by taking it off of the page out into nature and all the things that are happening in nature, the things that are falling from the tree, all the leaves, and maybe you've got a place where there's stones, where there's little sticks. And I'm going to encourage you to connect with nature in this season by creating your own mandala in your yard, on a walk, at a park, leave it on a table, leave it for someone to find. A little kindness through the beauty of the world. So, I really want to encourage you to do this and then post it in Sonder Club and just talk about like I was inspired by the coloring page and hanging out together tonight. Be sure to like tag me so that I see it. Because I would love to see how you can take the practice from your page and incorporate it into our world and maybe leave a little kindness for someone to find. So, anyhow, thank you for joining Malika and me this evening, giving ourselves, a little extra love. I'm on Spotify and oh my goodness, this playlist has a lot of circle songs. I call it circles. And so if you would like to follow it on in my Spotify, you can do that. We'd love to see your coloring page and your nature mandala in Sonder Club. And there are most of the songs we listened to tonight. I'm going to close it out with a little festive circle song. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Find the wheel, and it goes round, round, round as it spins along with a happy sound as it goes along the ground, ground, ground till it leads you to the ones you love. And your love will hold you round, round, round.